Hey, what's up guys? It is Shining Polaris, and this is going to be my very quick recap video for Impact Against All Odds. I am really just going to talk about the main event and then afterwards just run down on the rest because that's why we all watch the show, right? Just to see that amazing main event. So I'm going to have to explain a little bit about the first match because that kind of will tie into the main event. So, first match off of the card was the street fight match between the Good Brothers and Sami Callihan and Tommy Dreamer. And of course this was set up because the Good Brothers keep attacking Sami Callihan and instead of surprise attacking him again, Scott D'Amore just said, why don't you just face him in a match? And Tommy Dreamer is in the match because it's a tag team, and Tommy Dreamer said he will volunteer to be Sami Callihan's partner because he hates Don Callis. So this is how we have the match here. It's basically just a no disqualification match. So this match, of course, favors very heavily for Dreamer and Callihan. Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm super biased because I like the Good Brothers and the Elite, but no doubt it was Dreamer and Callihan that won at the end. So it was weird because I guess it's still teasing that Callihan is going to either eventually just turn on Dreamer right now or whatever, because they kind of looked at each other weirdly. But so yeah, so they walked off the stage. There was your first match. Okay, so we're going to go all the way to the end to the main event, which of course this, I will have to say, and I watch all of Impact Plus's pay-per-views or special episodes. A lot of them are kind of like lame. I mean, they're still cool, but you know, it's not like the real pay-per-view level show. But this one, I think it had to have been the best Impact Plus pay-per-view in a long time. So your main event is Kenny Omega versus Moose. This took place at Daly's Place, AEW's home in Jacksonville, Florida. So that's really cool. Just want to explain that it was odd because it was like they had to take everything that said TNT and AEW off. So the stage was very bare. It was just all black, and there was. I thought, for some reason, I thought there would be crowds. I think it would be cool if there was crowds and it did it live, but obviously Impact usually filmed their stuff beforehand. So this was just like the AEW Dark people and family and employees, I'm guessing, were in the crowd. So just think of it like an AEW Dark match. So yeah, so you had Moose coming out first. Again, it was really cool to see you know, Moose come out to a grand stage. You had his you know, you have the real rampway and then his little thing on the TV thing. That was cool. Of course, you have Kenny Omega coming out with wearing all of his belts with Don Callis behind him. In this match, you had Don Callis, Scott D'Amore, and Tony Schiavone commentating on the match. So that was cool. Because I did not know Tony Schiavone was going to do it. So, yeah, so when the match started, oh yeah, I just also want to say that with the AEW Dark crowd, I thought it was funny that they were all really heavily cheering for Moose. I'm thinking, wouldn't you want, like, your own people to win? But yeah, no, they were definitely booing Kenny and cheering for Moose. I just thought that was funny. So yeah, like, Moose looked incredibly good in this. Like he did some crazy offense against Kenny and basically beat his ass like almost the whole time. There was a part where Moose threw Kenny into the guardrail, and then he like charged at him, and he like, well, he missed Kenny, but he like dove all like 2 or 3 rows into the crowd. It was crazy, and it really looked like he hurt himself there because there's no way you could just fake that and not get hurt. Yeah, like and of course a couple times you have Kenny trying to do his one-wing angel onto Moose, but Moose is just so much bigger than him that he just couldn't like couldn't get him up on his shoulders properly. Yeah, if you know, if you guys don't watch Impact or whatever, fine, go and watch this match, because this was, like I said, this was really cool to just see this Impact match on AEW stage. So yeah, so you could say like towards the end, it was let's see, what I think it was Moose. I think he was either trying to do his clothesline or his spear onto Kenny, but then Kenny threw the ref in front of him. and which resulted in Moose knocking the ref out, but he also knocked Kenny Omega out too. And so the ref is completely out, and by this point Kenny is also very hurt. So so they were both, Kenny and Moose were like struggling on the stage, and then all of a sudden you had, of course, if they didn't, I would be very disappointed, but the Young Bucks came out and they started super kicking Moose because the ref is already knocked out. So they super kicked him, I think twice, and then they went and hit their BTE trigger onto Moose as well, you know, trying to knock him out like they did with Jon Moxley. And then Kenny, who is still trying to, who is still struggling to get up, the Young Bucks grabbed Moose and put him on Kenny's shoulder, and they all, like, you know, lift Kenny up to try to get him to do his move. So he went and hit the one-winged angel onto Moose, and then the Young Bucks grabbed the ref and like basically rolled him closer to Kenny so he can count to 3. Very slow 3 count, but by that time Moose already had lost. So there you go. You have Kenny Omega retains. I know I'm skipping a lot over. Again, go watch this match. It was very good. Because like Moose really kicked Kenny Omega's ass in this matchup. So as the Elite were just like celebrating in the ring, the lights went out, and actually for a second I'm like, really, they're just gonna end the pay-per-view like that? But the lights went out. All of a sudden you see the ICU on the Titantron, and which is Sami Callihan's thing. And then when the lights went back up, so Sami Callihan was in the ring with the bat or whatever. I can't remember. I think it was the bat, and he started trying to attack all of them. But Young Bucks already jumped out, so now it's just Kenny Omega in the ring alone with Sami Callihan. Callihan obviously going crazy. I think he went outside to try to grab a chair so he can I don't know, break Kenny Omega's face or leg. I don't know what it was, but he grabbed the chair, threw it in the ring. And as he was doing that, Don Callis walked out and ran to the ring, and he was, you know, telling Callihan to stop, like, don't do this anymore. And, you know, Callihan, he doesn't care. He's like, whatever, it's just gonna hurt Kenny. But then Don said, you can't do that because remember, I'm your boss. So if you hurt him, you know, like, there's gonna be consequences. Sami doesn't care. He's going through with it, about to attack Kenny. And Don says, you know what? That's it. You're fired. You're not an Impact anymore. You're done. And you know, then you see Sami like cursing or whatever, and then done. The show ended. So that is very, very interesting. So my thoughts on that. First of all, let me just say again, very cool that Young Bucks got involved. So I'm hoping that, you know, we either have more, you know, maybe Young Bucks can go against some of the people in Impact. I don't know, I've been trying to wait for this more crossovers, but if not that, Sami Callihan maybe. So here's my quick thoughts on mostly Callihan here is first, is Callihan really fired? Because I thought that that Don Callis didn't have EVP powers anymore. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Can't remember if he does, like, you know, or not. I don't know. But obviously you have Scott D'Amore, because he did try to run in at the end before they cut to black. So maybe Scott D'Amore is gonna be like, you can't just do it. We need to both agree. He gets fired. So again, is Sami really fired, or he's just like, or they're going to their next episode? Maybe Scott and Don will talk that out, and Sami's not actually fired. Or if he is fired, does that mean he is AEW bound? And of course, the dream tag team is, will he team up with Jon Moxley or Eddie Kingston? So they both can, like, so they have the numbers right there, and they can go after the Elite together. That would be amazing. So really, really can't wait to see that. That was, to me, that was the huge surprise, because you know, Young Bucks interfering, that was almost kind of like, you almost had to expect that, because they made it very clear that Good Brothers could not be there. But that was still cool to see the Young Bucks on there. But with Sami Callihan appearing on an AEW stage, that was cool. So we're gonna see that. So if oh yeah, and also, like, if Sami Callihan is fired, so let's say he's going to AEW bound or whatever. then what's his thing with Slammiversary? Is he still going to go after the Impact, you know, championship if he doesn't work on Impact anymore? So we're just gonna have to see about that. I have no idea. So that was just, so that's my thoughts on that. That's my initial reaction. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. It was really cool. I'm also going to write an article about it. That's why I'm trying to make this video very fast. I want to run down the rest of the card. So I'm trying to think if I can do it in order, but I'm not really sure. Maybe not. So I'm just gonna say Rich Swann versus W. Morrissay. W. Morrissay like murdered Rich Swann in there. He did an amazing F5 onto Swann, and he did a couple other what he did, I'm sorry, I forgot what his finisher was, but yeah, he landed that onto Swann and defeated Swann. So Morrissay wins that. X Division #1 contender match. That was a really good match too. You know, you had P.D. Williams, Trey Miguel, Chris Bay, Rohit Raju, and Ace Austin in there, and that match obviously was very fast paced and crazy. That ending to that match was very unexpected. You had Madman Fulton coming in, and for some reason he just went insane and he started murdering everybody in there. But while Ace Austin is like knocked out on the side, and the match ended with him. So all 4 guys were like on top of Madman Fulton, and he went and did some move that like knocked all the 4 guys out at the same time. It was crazy. Like if they're pushing Madman Fulton to be this monster, that, you know, Impact's doing a good job. So so that match ended with a no contest because obviously Madman Fulton interfered. So yeah, so nobody won that. So we're gonna have to see how that goes. Let's see. You have the tag team match. Knockouts tag team match, the Fire and Flava versus Susan and Kimberly. Yeah, I'm not really super into the tag team, the women's tag team division. So Fire and Flava retains. And then we have a grudge match that is Tenille Dashwood versus Jordynn Grace. Jordynn loses again, but this time it was because Caleb with the K interfered, so that resulted in Tenille Dashwood winning. But Jordynn started to beat up Caleb with the K, so we've been hinting a heel turn for Jordynn for a while, so hopefully this like finally cements it, because she's been on a losing streak for a while, and she's just been getting angrier and angrier. So there you go with that. And then oh yeah, then we had the Kojima versus Doerring match. That's another one where we're pushing Doerring to be another monster, and he surprisingly, I thought Kojima was gonna win that, but no, Doerring won that. And so that was cool. So he won that match. And then the tag team championship match. That was Violent by Design, Rhino and Deonna versus Decay, Black Taurus, and Crazy Steve. And yeah, I was not surprised that Violent by Design retained their championship. There you go with that. And then the Knockouts Women's Championship, that was Deonna Purrazzo versus Rosemary. Another really great match. You know, you got 2 women with totally different styles. Deonna, you know, killed it, you know, and obviously she retains. What I will say I like about during that match was the commentators. You know, they were just putting Deonna over, saying what a good wrestler she is. But they also went and mentioned that, you know, her and Britt Baker are friends, and that, you know, Britt Baker is a champion too at AEW. So, you know, what could that mean? So hopefully, like, and they keep saying the forbidden door. So hopefully, you know, I really would love to have those 2 women go at it. It don't even have to be a title match or whatever. Just be a unsanctioned match to see who's the best. I don't know. I just want those 2 women just wrestle, because Deonna is like one of my favorite women wrestlers right now. Yeah, I think I got all the matches in there, I think, and if I didn't, I apologize, but I think I got everybody. So yeah, my very quick recap on there and my thoughts. Main event, go and watch it. Try to find somewhere that you maybe just have that match, or just subscribe to Impact Plus. It's very cheap. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. And like I said, I'm also going to enter the Impact Superfans contest. To win tickets to Slammiversary, mostly because I just want to win the contest. I think it would be cool to showcase my amazing collection and to show what a huge fan I am. And it's just something fun for me to do to get more content. So when I post that, hope you guys like it and retweet it so you can show Impact I'm such a huge fan. Again, I will write a more detailed article about this pay-per-view right now. And yeah, there you go. Follow me on Twitter at Shining Polaris. I am on there almost constantly. And then on TikTok for very cool live clips of the shows I go to. Shining Polaris AEW. So thank you so much, guys, and I will see you later.